This is Mike Feinberg with the Fighting News. I'm standing here with world-famous cut man Jacob "Stitch" Duran. How you doing, Stitch?
I'm doing great, man. Getting ready for the Rumble.
We're here at the South Florida Fairgrounds here in Tampa, Florida, ready to watch the Bare Knuckle Championship fight, Part 6, the 6th installment of the Bare Knuckle Championship. Tonight we're going to watch the main event of Paulie Malignaggi and Lobov. We're just waiting to see how this is going to pan out. So, Stitch is going to be working the corner. You got a lot of work ahead of you tonight, don't you, Stitch?
Yeah, it's always guaranteed work, man. That's why I love working the bare knuckle fights. You know, Dave Feldman has done a tremendous job in putting this organization together and taking care of the fighters. And, you know, the only reason I came on board is because of the safety factor that these guys are having. And, you know, because cuts are inevitable. And it's nice to bring in, you know, professional cut men. Paul Querido's the other one that be working. So we're looking forward to a fun night.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We haven't worked one of the events yet for Bare Knuckle, so we're excited to see what happened. Drove up to check it out. So have you been working all the Bare Knuckle Championship fights?
Yeah, of course. You know, and like I said, that when I did the first one, I did it for one reason and one reason only, and that's to see the safety factor, how they were going to operate. But I was impressed, you know, for having their first show. They did an excellent job, and I've been with them ever since.
Okay, and they've had them all over the place, and they've had them in the country as well.
Yeah, we've been to, you know, Wyoming and Mississippi have been the primary spots. We went to Cancun, Mexico last show. This one here, we're, of course, in Tampa, Florida, so we're moving on up, brother. Yeah.
It sounds interesting, and I know that we spoke about this outside just a little while ago. So years ago when I interviewed you, we were talking about the differences between boxing and MMA, and how I was curious to know if you thought that as the sanctions start getting a little stronger with MMA, if they start losing a fan base. Now we find ourselves with bare knuckle championship fighting, even a little more devastating when it comes to cuts and bruises and potential injuries later in life. What do you think about this now?
Oh, I love it, man. You know, and that's the thing about it. I think we spoke about it outside that, you know, fans want three things. They want action, knockouts, and cuts, and bare knuckle fight offers all three of them, you know. Plus the athletes that are here do a tremendous job. You know, the organization is top of the line, and, you know, I'm just glad to be part of it. Part of the history making of this. You know, this is a big show tonight. I mean, Paulie fighting Artem is bringing everybody's attention. I was in Tokyo Wednesday for a show, and they're talking about it up there. So I know when Conor McGregor fought Mayweather, I was in China, and they were talking it there. So it's a big, big event.
Well, I know as far as Paulie, just focusing on him for just a minute, you know, a lot of people kind of were surprised to see he jump into something like this, bare knuckle championship fighting. And, you know, he's made his money, he's had his championships, he's had his fame. But I guess it's just that raw fighter inside of him, the guy from Brooklyn who wants to come out there and just continue fighting. You think it's more of a personal thing that he wants to take on this fight, Lobov, because what had happened with them in their history, or you think it's just a love of the sport?
Well, I think it's a bottom of both, you know. But if he comes in with the mentality of the love of the sport, then I think his odds get a lot better. If he does it on a personal basis, then, you know, that distracts you from it being an athlete. So I hope he comes in with the mentality that, you know, he's a great fighter, tremendous fighter, and if he uses those skills, it should be a fun fight.
We're looking forward to it. We appreciate it. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you, my man.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Always
Mike.
a pleasure.
Always, my man. Thank you.